loose ball, and it's going to go. Maddie buries it in the net to tie it. It's good! As we wrap up the first week of high school sports coverage in the new school year, we have field hockey on this beautiful Saturday morning from Durfee as the Raiders from Somerset-Berkley come over the river. Hello again, everybody. I'm Evan Massoud. Welcome back to Durfee. We were here last night for football. We were here Thursday night for boys soccer. We were here, Wednesday for cross country. Been a busy first full week here, but we're thrilled to be back at it and bringing you the live sports coverage. Field hockey today. Both teams coming in with one win under their belt, but not really tested. Nothing taken away from their opponents in game one, but not necessarily high caliber opponent in terms of really giving a good test to each of these teams who play each other extremely hard. So having this matchup, Somerset versus Durfee, this early in the season is, number one, going to show the coaches really what each team has to offer, and number two, it's going to be a good test early in the season. Make adjustments early, figure out what's working and what's not. We all know Somerset's been a perennial tournament contender, championship contender over the last, say, 6 years or so. Durfee always in the hunt. Last year, winning the conference. They've really had some great years, since maybe about the same time Somerset, started winning championships, again, about 6 years ago or so. So when we look at these two teams, regardless of the division difference, they're both solid contenders. And really, this matchup for me and the Dartmouth matchup are really the two marquee games of the year that I look forward to seeing. So we got the first one here today. 11 a.m. start from Durfee Morning Sports. Looking forward to it. Live coverage after the break. Stay with us.
Hi, my name is Stephanie MacArthur, Director of Traffic and Parking for the City of Fall River. As another school year begins, we as the city just want to remind everyone of some of the school zone safety laws. Crosswalks are designed for your safety. Please make sure to use them. Always wait for a crossing guard to stop traffic before crossing the street. Drivers, use caution when entering a school zone. State law mandates a strict 20-mile-per-hour speed limit in all school zones. Parking within a crosswalk is strictly prohibited. By showing respect and patience, we can ensure that everyone arrives at their destination safely and on time. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions and/or concerns, please feel free to contact my office at 508-324-2123. Let's have a wonderful school year.
Fall River Public Schools has opportunities for positions in multiple areas for people looking to work with the next generation. Come grow with our team. We have openings for teachers, paraprofessionals, and teaching assistants, and other educational support positions available. We are also looking to fill operations support positions such as custodial, security, and food service. We offer competitive salary and benefit plans. We have rewarding work available in our 21st century schools and learning environments. Come grow with us. Please contact the Human Resources Department at 508-675-8420, extension 53708, or see our postings on our website at fallriverschools.org.
We welcome you back, everybody, to Mac Aldridge Field. We're just about ready for field hockey as starters are being announced here at the stadium. So we will turn it over to hear the rest of them. Durfee's starters for now. We'll catch up with Somerset's in a moment.
Number 5, Peyton Botello. Number 10, Casey Curran. Number 13, Avery Mata. Number 14, Elia Delisle. Number 16, Avery Lane. Number 17, Alina Emery. Number 19, Anthony Sweat. Number 20, Kendall Machado. Number 25, Lily Cook. And in goal, number 1, George Tompkins. Durfee's head coach is Nicole Enrique. Now we ask that you please rise and remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem.
All right, folks, just about game time now. Well, it is game time, actually, now that all the pregame announcements and the national anthem is done. So great to be with you back live from the stadium. You heard Durfee starters there from our Assistant Athletic Director, Kristen Govin. We'll run down Somerset's as well. Came back from break a little bit late there. So number 1, Ella Vaught. Number 2, Addie Finlaw. Number 3, Meg Costa. Number 4, Kenzie Haru. Number 5, Julie Pacheco. Number 6, Emily Carr. Number 8, Scarlett Isidoro. Number 9, Maura Kennedy. Number 12, Karis Patello. And number 24, Ryan Crook. In goal, number 99, Sophia Valcourt. And, of course, head coach for Somerset, Jen Crook, back for another season as well, just like our head coach here at Durfee, Nicole Enrique, who's been here for a number of years as well, one of the many long-standing Durfee coaches who have been at their position or in their positions for quite some time. So Somerset in their road navy blue uniforms, Durfee in their home whites. And we're underway. And we have our first whistle here. Mostly running clock, aside from any extended timeouts and for goal scoring, which keeps these games moving rather quickly. Yesterday we had football, kind of a tough night, and with the score the way it was, fourth quarter was a running clock, and in the end it averaged out because the third quarter was interminably long. There was a lot of scoring last night in the third quarter. Fairhaven's star running back there, Marks, with 4 touchdowns on opening night. Had 3 in the third quarter alone, picking up right where he left off a year ago. So, yeah, last night a tough night football-wise. We saw soccer. I mentioned that in the open. We saw soccer on Thursday. Boys here against Diamond. Girls were here, too. They were on the backfield. Both games playing simultaneously because Diamond doesn't have, a stadium to play in right now. And the boys tied 1-1 and the Durfee girls were victorious 4-0. So all in all, though, we had really great crowd. A chance early here and kicked out of the way. Ball came loose, and Durfee going to get a corner out of this. Or no, they're going to reset. I'm sorry. Coming back out to the line, but the Hilltoppers with an opportunity there early down the field on the offensive attack. That will go out of play. So, yeah, been a fun first week. I mean, even, with last night's game the way it was, very one-sided, kind of right before halftime. Things were fairly close in the first half, for those who didn't get to see it. But Durfee had a pivotal 4th and 1, or 4th and really less than a yard. And unfortunately, a low snap. The snap was fumbled, and Matt Sherry, Durfee's quarterback, had to kind of fall on it. But by the time he recovered, was not able to, get that extra yardage. So it was a turnover on downs, and that was the spark that the Blue Devils needed, because they just went off after that. So tough night at the office. The Hilltoppers back at it. They'll go to work this week, and they're on the road at Taunton next Friday. Diamond football is here next Friday, so the plan is that we will be back here Friday evening for more football, but we'll have the Diamond game as they're using our stadium for their home game against Seekonk. Ball comes loose. Diving play in goal by Tompkins. Nicely done as Crook took a shot there. Kind of a bouncing ball, a lot of spin on it. Just some wispy clouds in the sky. Another beautiful day here. We're in 71 degrees already, just after 11 a.m. Originally, they were talking about some rain today, and it really, nothing materialized. It's beautiful out right now, so we will take it. And next week looks great, too, for more sports. We have girls soccer on Tuesday, so we'll get to see the Lady Hilltoppers for the first time. BR coming in. The only one we won't see this week is girls volleyball. We'll catch them the following week. Still down in Durfee's zone, and they get the whistle favorable for them. Down the field, the Hilltoppers get quickly past midfield. Trying to center one there was Vaught. Could not do so. Gets it out of the zone. Durfee sending it back. Whistle comes. Isidoro getting called on the infraction there. And now Durfee will reset from, let's see, we're backing up a bit, to the 25. Peyton Patello lofting it, trying to get it over Vaught and Crook. Could not do so, but had some help. Avery Lane was there. Now Somerset will reset. Delisle has some open space, gonna fire. Good, strong stick right there. Got a lot on that ball. It rolls out of play, but it gets it down the other end of the field. Another good, strong pass down the field. Durfee with numbers, 3-on-2. Pass, and it's broken up by the Somerset defense. Loose in front. Durfee still has it. And it goes out of play. Valcourt made a kick save. And then the ball came loose for the moment. And a Hilltopper corner coming up here. Halfway through this first quarter already. Time flies when the clock doesn't stop. Shot taken, and it's good! Durfee strikes first. Oh, they waved it off. They waved it off. And we're back at it. Somerset takes over. Vaught with the pass. Got it to Finlaw. A lot of familiar names on both teams, but particularly Somerset. Coach Crook, in talking with her pregame, was saying that everybody on her team is back. So, poised to make another run. They had a good playoff run a year ago. Durfee's playoff run cut a bit short. Just the one and done playing at Belmont last year. Real tough night. Tough night for them. Actually, tough night for us, too. That was not a – we go to a lot of different schools in the playoffs, and that, honestly, in 12 years, 13 years, for me, probably the worst experience visiting another school that I've had, which is, it says a lot about all the athletic directors in the state because never have had a problem until Belmont. It was kind of a rough night overall, but Durfee looking for a big year this year. Again, a lot of returners. Certainly lost some key pieces to graduation and whatnot, but the Hilltoppers program, though, always up there near the top, especially for all these South Coast teams here in Massachusetts. And so expect them to be in it. Would certainly not be out of the realm of possibility or too far off the grid to say, off the reservation to say that they are the favorites for the conference this year. They're definitely the strongest between Durfee, New Bedford, and Brockton. Now that it's back to the big three, it really has come down to Durfee and Dartmouth over the last, since the Southeast was formed, and it was a 5-team race. And now back to just the big three. It's Hilltoppers are clearly the standout favorites for a conference win. We'll still see Dartmouth because they are on the schedule again. At midfield. Nice backhanded pass there. Hilltoppers lose it for the moment. Finlaw driving, kick save by Tompkins. Still down in the zone. The whistle will stop play. Nice save there from Tompkins, the junior for Durfee. Vaught will head to the goal line for the corner. Well, we played the anthem before the game as part of pregame, and the band was practicing up on the softball field. We should have had them play live. They played live last night. Sounded great. Make you part of practice. The wind carried the sound right over the stadium. Nice to not really see any construction vehicles anymore on campus after basically 6 years of construction between the new building going up and the old building coming down, and then the athletic facilities getting either reconstructed or built. The last piece of the puzzle, basically that field 5, the grass field in the back. And that has brand new sod down. That's the JV multi-purpose softball field. And got to see that from the air this week when we had cross country, because that's part of the course. And so that has the real grass. They put the sod down. It took nicely. It looks great. Had the irrigation system going and other ancillary improvements that we'll see, I'm sure, in the next few years. But the big pieces, everything's done, which is fantastic. Sounds of the game. 90 seconds left in the first. A scoreless game. Both teams have had their chances. Durfee had a goal that was wiped off the board, called no goal. It did go in, but it was taken back. So we stay with zeros on the scoreboard for the moment. Good pass, crossing, broken up a bit. Somerset gets it out of the circle. Under a minute. Out of bounds it goes in front of the Raiders bench. Possession change here. The whistle against the Somerset infraction. 10 seconds here as Botello with a strong pass there to Delisle, but the first quarter going to end before Durfee can get down the field. We're done here with the first 15 minutes. A scoreless first quarter between the Somerset-Berkley Raiders and your Durfee Hilltoppers. We're going to take a very quick break. We'll be back. Second quarter coming up. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Kristen Cantara Oliveira. I'm a member of the Community Preservation Committee and the Historical Commission. Welcome to the Lafayette Durfee House.
I'm David Jennings, curator. Built in 1750, this is one of the best living history representations in Massachusetts.
Judge Thomas Durfee, the original owner, was also an admired patriot. Judge Durfee made sizable purchases of equipment and weapons to outfit Revolutionary War soldiers, including his own son. Generals and Minutemen frequently met here for secret and strategic military planning.
But by the 1970s, the home's significance was largely forgotten and it was slated for demolition. Preservationists rallied, first to fund the restoration, and secondly to resurrect interest in the heroic Durfee family.
The original frame and foundation are intact. Craftsmen work tediously to repair or replace decorative elements.
Visitors are encouraged to handle artifacts and work alongside artists. The Lafayette Durfee House is included in the National Register of Historic Buildings and exceeds standards of the Secretary of the Interior.
However, time continuously ravages the one-of-a-kind structure. Grants from the Community Preservation Committee, as well as monetary contributions, spearhead the efforts of tireless volunteers.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Welcome back, everybody. 5 seconds left on the 2-minute interquarter break as the second quarter about to begin. Durfee coming back out on the field. We'll switch sides at the half, so Durfee still defending on the south end of the field. Offensively trying to score in Somerset's side on the north end of the field for another 15 minutes. I said it last year, and I'll just reiterate, I'll say it again. I'm so glad that the stadium is lined for field hockey because it's great to be in the booth. It's great to be on the main stadium. There's nothing wrong with the practice field. It's just, you know, the way that they're a little bit staggered. If you look from above, you know, like some of the drone footage that we've showed you in the past, the 50 here is in line with, I think, the 30 or 35 behind us. The 50s are not perfectly lined up just because of, you know, the lay of the land here. So when we're upstairs, when we are on the practice field and we have to shoot from the roof, we're not quite centered. We're a little bit down to one side, so it gives, you know, some little bit of weird distance for the north side of the practice field. So being here on the main stadium, number one, great having the press box to use, the booth, but number two, it's nice having that centered shot and, you know, the school in the background, not just the woods. Durfee down into the circle, and now it comes back out. As Emily Carr with the ball. Gets it to Crook. Good pass up ahead to Finlaw, who was breaking. Has a teammate in front. Going to take the shot. Good stick save by Durfee's defense. That ball going in the goal after the whistle. It's a corner for Somerset. Not hit very strongly. Now Crook able to get at it. Durfee swats it out of the circle. It'll come out of play on the sideline. But Vaught not very strong on that inbounding pass. Durfee almost got to it before the Raiders' teammates were able to make a play on it. Now Finlaw will set it in play. Free ball for Durfee. Good lofting pass, targeting Lane. Lane and Crook jostling. Oh, Lane missed it. She was trying to go behind her back with it. And now gets called on the foul, so Crook will have it. but tried to get around him and couldn't get the stick behind her. Lofting pass by Crook now down the field. That goes out. But it was off of Durfee, which is why Finlaw just stayed there and played it. Crook weaving through, has a chance, going to take a shot, and a good save. Tompkins sending it out of bounds on the kick save. Vaught back for the corner once again. Somerset's had quite a few of them. They go to Crook this time. Gonna fire one. Nice kick save again. We'll do it again, but Tompkins tested early here and answering the call so far. 5 minutes gone in the second quarter. And Somerset kind of huddling up here before they break and spread out around the arc. They go to Crook again. Let's see, this time passing it off. Shot taken, high bouncer, and it will go in. Oh, no, excuse me, it did not go in. All right. After the whistle, so twice we've seen the ball go in for Somerset, and it hasn't counted because it came after the whistle. Or should I say maybe after the infraction. The whistle may have been even late as well. I didn't hear it initially. So we'll stay scoreless. Another chance for Somerset. Durfee's defense has been tested here and been busy in this second quarter. Hilltoppers have not been down the other end of the field. That one kicked out of bounds. Along the sideline. Finlaw lost it, got sent towards the goal, but two Hilltoppers cutting it off. Now trying to come back up is Kennedy, and it goes out of bounds. Durfee not able to get there first. That was Alina Emery trying to get there, but it goes out. So now Isidoro will get us restarted. Working the sideline there. And Delisle gets across midfield, and now a good pass down. Durfee with numbers, 3-on-1, and they'll get beat to it, though. Botello for Somerset sprinted and beat out 2 Hilltoppers, 3 Hilltoppers really, to that ball. That's a tough break for Durfee because they had the numbers. And now out of bounds off of the Hilltoppers, so Raiders will get to put it in play. I mentioned both teams already with a win under their belt. Somerset beating Old Rochester 9-0. Durfee beating Fairhaven 9-0, and so it kind of goes to what I was alluding to in the open, that not to knock any opponent, but not a true test for the caliber of these two teams. Those two schools don't have as strong of a program as Somerset does, as Durfee does, as Dartmouth does. So that's why kind of nice. I stand by what I said earlier. It's kind of nice to have this game so early in the season because it's a good test to kind of see what both teams really have against a common and tough opponent. And we'll say Somerset, particularly here in the second quarter, has had more opportunities than Durfee. It's starting to skew their way a little bit. First quarter was a little more balanced, but we've been on the south end here quite a bit these first 10 minutes. 5 to go before the half. Good strong pass. Sure, it'll go out of bounds, but it gets you back to midfield. Had the last Fred TV Sports Report of the summer. Aired at a special time yesterday at 6, just before our live football coverage. If you missed it, we had a one-on-one with Cam Rogers. As that's down, it's going to go. This one will count. Diving play by Tompkins, excuse me. But the ball going the other way. So Somerset on the board first. Here at 10:38 in the second. Talking about the report, had a one-on-one with former Durfee track and field star Cam Rogers, who actually, ironically, and I did not know this, interesting that we saved his piece for our last show. Today, he's being honored at halftime at UMass Dartmouth as the Little East Conference Man of the Year. He was an All-American again this year, multiple All-American awards, tremendous athlete, and now starting graduate studies at Northeastern, moving up 2 divisions, has his sights set on nationals and possibly the 2028 LA Olympics. So really great to see Cam because it's been a while. I mean, I've done some games at UMass over the last 6 years, but I've never run into him on campus. So great to see him again and catch up with him. Had a one-on-one with our athletic director, Brad Busson, talking about the conference change. We caught up with 5 of our Durfee coaches. So we heard from them about preseason, about the conference change, their reaction to the change back. And let's see, what else did we have? Oh, and of course, the Fall River Independent Baseball League, their finals. So highlights of the last 2 games of the season, crowning a champ. So check that out. Still, it's on demand now on our YouTube channel, Fred TV Sports. It's also linked on the Facebook page here as well. Another corner for Somerset as we come up on the final 2.5 minutes of the first half, with the Raiders leading 1-0 now. Make it 2. Didn't see who got that shot. Who got that goal, I should say. And a timeout. That goal coming at 12:33 here in the second, just 2 minutes after the first. I mentioned next week we'll see girls soccer against BR, and we're planning to have football coverage for Diamond as well on Friday. And then the following week, third week of September, we get into the conference games, as we will see Brockton and New Bedford for multiple sports. Looking forward to that because, sometimes we would see, and I think, again, part of it going to when we had the Southeast Conference and 5 teams, you have more games. We've seen some sports where we're seeing New Bedford on like the second game of the year. Always, for me at least, always like a few games in, to kind of get your feet out, under you and get yourself into a rhythm in terms of the team or just even personally from an athletic standpoint. So it's nice to actually have a few games under your belt before you go into a heavyweight shootout with New Bedford or Brockton. So for most of these teams, it'll be their 4th or 5th game of the season that they're seeing their conference foe. We'll be getting over to the country club soon as well for some golf footage. Okay, both teams out of the huddle, and we'll restart from center on the whistle from the 50. Okay, final 2 minutes and 25 seconds and counting. Hilltoppers could use a goal here before the half just to answer and cut it back. Raiders with numbers 4-on-2 as Finlaw leads the charge, passing to Crook, shot taken. Tompkins with the kick save, ball still loose. Coming from the backside now is Vaught. She takes the shot. Crook gets the rebound, and the whistle halts play. Nice job there from Tompkins. Tough play, especially when your defense is outnumbered. That's coming out of play on the side. Out of play. Under a minute. The Durfee's ball here. Just enough time for one push down the field if they can string together some passes and get through the front line here of Somerset. Cut off there, not able to. Emma Cormier, one of the non-starters, that's going to go out of play as well. Crook with 10 seconds. Shot taken, it's blocked. 5 seconds. And the first half will come to a close. So Durfee down 2-0 thanks to two late first half goals from Somerset, one coming here at 10:38 in the second, the other just over 2 minutes later, 2 minutes and 5 seconds later to make it 2-0. But other than that, good defense, good goaltending for Tompkins so far. We have ourselves the 5-minute break here for halftime. We will step aside. Third quarter after the break. You're watching live field hockey on Fred TV.
Hi, my name is Stephanie MacArthur, Director of Traffic and Parking for the City of Fall River. As another school year begins, we as the city just want to remind everyone of some of the school zone safety laws. Crosswalks are designed for your safety. Please make sure to use them. Always wait for a crossing guard to stop traffic before crossing the street. Drivers, use caution when entering a school zone. State law mandates a strict 20-mile-per-hour speed limit in all school zones. Parking within a crosswalk is strictly prohibited. By showing respect and patience, we can ensure that everyone arrives at their destination safely and on time. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions and/or concerns, please feel free to contact my office at 508-324-2123. Let's have a wonderful school year.
I'm Mike Labossiere, Watuppa Reservation Forester.
And I'm Paul Furlan, the Administrator of Community Utilities.
Protecting open space is a benefit today, and it's a gift to future generations.
For over 150 years, Fall River has been a leader in environmental preservation. The Southeastern Massachusetts Bioreserve ensures forests and fields remain undeveloped and accessible. The Community Preservation Act is a vital component to fulfill climate goals.
Since 2017, CPA funds totaling nearly $1.3 million have been used to acquire conservation areas in Fall River. Educational programs within the bioreserve connect families to nature and promote understanding and respect for diverse culture, history, and wildlife.
Half of Fall River, about 12,000 acres, an area the size of Mattapoisett, is protected water and woodland. Healthy forests minimize flooding, reduce erosion, and provide habitat for endangered species.
As the region expands manufacturing and technology, people are directly reliant on green infrastructure as an irreplaceable source of clean water and air.
Miles of trails wind through unique landscapes which appeal to hikers, cross-country skiers, and mountain bikers. Specific areas are open for safe seasonal hunting. The bioreserve promises endless discoveries and recreational experiences year-round.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
The Gothic Revival-style arch at Oak Grove Cemetery signals the final resting place of some of Fall River's most prominent residents.
Since 1873, thousands of funeral processions have passed through these ornate iron gates. War heroes, abolitionists, mill owners, and Lizzie Borden are buried within these walls.
Despite fine craftsmanship and historical recognition, the arch was unable to withstand time and the elements, and was in danger of collapse.
10 years ago, Fall River residents voted to adopt the Community Preservation Act, which allows for a 1.5% surcharge on property tax bills. This cherished landmark was saved with funds through the Community Preservation Act.
In just 5 months, this time using some modern machinery, local contractors refurbished the granite arch and replaced sections of the gate.
A uniquely Fall River work of art and a respectful reflection for the dead has been saved for future generations.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Welcome back, everybody, to Durfee High School. We're about ready for quarter number 3, the second half. The two teams here have switched sides. Durfee defending the north side of Mac Aldridge Field, trying to score on the southbound side now. And here we go. I'll see if Durfee make any adjustments here as we begin this third quarter. The defense kind of needs a bit of a break. Spent a lot of time defending in the second quarter. And quickly down the field, Somerset with a surge. That was Julie Pacheco. Good pass way down the field. Unfortunately, nobody there for Durfee, but the good news is that it gets you down the other end, away from the defense, and, you know, up the field into Somerset's side. And Durfee gets to reset here. Backhanded pass. And it's blocked, it comes out. Botello will give way. Nice pass up the sideline here. Out of bounds. And it's going to go through. Tompkins trying for the kick save. And the leg out just a little late. And it's 3-0 Somerset. This one coming here less than 5 minutes in at 2:44. Now, unfortunately for the Hilltopper, it's kind of the last thing that they wanted, especially being down 2-0 late in the first half. You know, what you hope for was to come out here in this third quarter and cut the lead in half, and within 3 minutes, less than, down now by 3. So kind of a tough break there. That's a centering pass blocked. Comes back. Oh, kind of a swing and a miss there. Good speed right there from Finlaw with trying to get by. Durfee able to turn it around. Another surge here for the Raiders. Crook takes the shot. Oh, just missing. Wide to the left. He had some help that time. Hilltoppers will continue on here, but outnumbered. A good pass there to Pacheco. It's broken up and out of play. Crook weaving his way, and goal number 4 for Somerset. Free hit here for the Raiders. That goes off the feet. And Durfee will take it back here. Hilltoppers really need a goal. Something to build on here. And another infraction called that'll turn the ball back to Somerset. Raiders get down to the far side of the arc here, deep down Durfee's side of the field. Out of bounds on the goal line. And it looks like that went out off of Somerset, so Durfee can restart here. Third quarter already halfway done. Crook gets the bad news there, and Durfee will take it back. Nice pass. Way up the field. Oh, going down. That's going to be a foul. Sent towards the goal. And a whistle. Halts it dead. Another kind of a slash there, if you will. Quick will restart. Go to Vaught, and it's batted down. And just one observation, for Durfee here early in the year. This is our first look at them. It's only game 2, but would like to see a little quicker to the ball. It seems like whenever the ball's hit, Somerset is breaking faster and getting there, the reaction time quicker, and that's, making a difference in terms of actually being able to make a play on the ball. So would like to see that, improve here. And again, it's only game number 2. I'm nitpicking, but just seems like the break to it could be a little faster, and that might make the difference if you're, passing up and down the field to win those possession battles, as we're going to have a corner coming up here for Somerset. With 5 minutes to go now in the third. 10 minutes already gone here. I only bring that up because that's something that, and every year, every team is different, obviously, but the last year or two, that's been something that Durfee's done very well is, winning the ball and getting there first. They go to Crook, takes a bad bounce on him, recovers, passes down to Finlaw, and a shot taken is good. Number 5 for Somerset. This one at 10:34. That's a good pass down to the corner. Good burst of speed right there, but Bailey Bergeron a little late getting to it. Kenzie Haru working this near sideline, redirecting around Casey Curran. They get it to Crook. Crook passing to the center now. And that's Cormier. Big shot through the defense. And the whistle will stop it. Great job there by Valcourt. 2 saves. And now quickly down past midfield, Somerset surging ahead. Tompkins with the kick save. It goes out on the sidelines. Of course, his first year as starting goalie. Nick Karen was the goalie for last couple years. So with each game for him, more experience. Off the post. That was almost goal number 6. Shot goes wide left. 90 seconds left here in the third. Batted down by Haru to keep it up the field here. Chance. Crook is going to get the kickback there on that save. And it goes out of bounds. .12:01 here. We're into the afternoon hours. This game just over 1 hour old in real time. That goes out on the sideline with 10 seconds left here in the third. Not likely to have enough time here to make something happen. 3 seconds. And that's it. We're done with 3. But Somerset adds 3 goals. Have a convincing lead here heading into the fourth. We'll step aside, take a quick break here, and we'll be seeing you for the fourth quarter. More live coverage after the break.
The school administration building at 417 Rock Street was built over 100 years ago by craftsmen from around the globe.
And Mr. and Mrs. William Brayton, mill owners, raised their 9 children in this statement home.
Decades later, the property became too costly for a single family and was gifted to the Fall River School District. Architects reconfigured the 22 rooms to accommodate administrative staff.
By 2018, this historic structure was compromised, eliciting mold and water damage. Once dubbed the last big house on the hill, this extraordinary piece of architecture was in poor condition.
Care was shown to restore artistic elements, including the circular railing and banister, chair rails, crown molding, antique and oak flooring. And the building is now handicap accessible.
Roof work was the primary concern for the Brayton house. This new pitch surface directs water to a modernized drainage system.
10 years ago, Fall River residents voted to adopt the Community Preservation Act, which allows for a 1.5% surcharge on property tax bills to incentivize history, travel, diversity, and recreation. CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Welcome back, everybody. Fourth quarter about to begin here at Durfee High School. 5-0 Somerset. And with the deficit the way it is, it'll be a running clock here in the fourth. 15 minutes real time unless the score changes. And for Durfee, bit of a frustrating day to this point. They've, that like I said, that first quarter played pretty well, pretty evenly split, but after that goal was taken away, it's different when you play with a lead versus playing from behind. That goal did not count for Durfee, and then from there, Somerset kind of started taking control a bit. And the back-to-back goals to end the first half were the tough ones for me because you were scoreless till late in that first half, and then 2 goals in 2 minutes. A lot of times that's hard to recover from. We'll see if the Hilltoppers can at least get on the board here before this one goes final, before the clock runs out. Up next for these two teams For Somerset, they have 2 home games coming up. They're off until Thursday. They'll host Seekonk. It is goal number 6 for the Raiders. So they have Seekonk on Thursday at their home field at Hanson Memorial Stadium, and then they will host Dighton Rehoboth the following Tuesday, the 17th. So kind of a lot of spread out between their next 2 games. You're going Saturday to Thursday and then to the following Tuesday. So that's 3 games in 10 days. There's a lot of downtime there. I know that's not always, preference for coaches or players to not have too many days off in between live action. So for Somerset, they're going to have kind of a lighter schedule. Durfee's next at it. They're on the road for their next 3, starting this Wednesday, September 11th. They have a night game in Brockton at 6:30, conference game. Big 3 action. Next Saturday, they are playing as well, 11 a.m. again, and that'll be at Apponequet. And then the following Monday, the 16th, they're on the road at Bridgewater Raynham. Their next game being Wednesday, September 18th, at home on the practice field, and that's against New Bedford. 7-0. Durfee with a lot of home games in the second half. Tons of road games to start us off, but once you get into October, 7 out of their 9 games, if you include September 30th to end the season, are home. So that's a lot of home games in the second half for the Hilltoppers. So this one of the few home games that they have early in the year, which is one of the main reasons we picked it up. We wanted to get a game in early. Raiders back up the field again. This time it's Crook weaving through traffic. Forehand shot down low. A chance for the Raiders again. The whistle stops it. Crook. Oh, backhands it, goes out. Still deep down, though, in the circle close to the goal. Durfee unable to clear it. And this will roll all the way up here and out of bounds on the sideline. Somerset will have possession. Raiders once again quickly deep down the field. Durfee able to clear it out, but it's out of bounds again. Last year, Somerset 17-1-1. They beat Durfee once 7-1. They tied them the second time 1-1. Hilltoppers 12-3-2 last year. Durfee has not beaten Somerset since fall 2021. So it's been a while. Somerset has definitely had Durfee's number. Hilltoppers down the field here on their first offensive surges we've seen in a while, but a whistle's going to stop it and turn the ball back over. So Somerset ball once again. Halfway through the fourth as the clock continues to run here without stopping. Haru will put it back into play. JV action actually will be playing after the varsity game. Usually varsity would play first, but the last couple of years, varsity would play second during the week, but kind of back to the old ways today with varsity playing first. Vitello putting it in play for the Raiders. Good strong pass here to try to clear it. It's cut off by Kennedy and sent right back by the Raiders into the arc, into the circle. Durfee just got beat to that ball. The infraction against Somerset will keep it up this end for Durfee, but that goes out. Under 5 to go as this is sent down the field. It'll go out on the goal line and should be Durfee's ball. battling there on the far side at midfield. Cormier trying to take it away and gets hit with the whistle, so Durfee will reset here. Some of the regular starters for both sides taken out in the late stages here. Is this one going to be a win for the Raiders? Kick save there by Tompkins. Oh, that one goes just wide to the right. The Hilltoppers. Not many opportunities today for Durfee on the offensive side of the ball. Big swing there from Vaught. Didn't get good contact on it. And Finlaw passing it on up ahead to Pacheco. Big pass up the field. Finlaw by one defender. It's broken up. Durfee takes it away. Now Cormier. Batted away, but that's going to be a whistle. Final minute here, a corner coming up for Somerset. Passing back. An interesting look here. Hilltoppers get it out of the circle. It's coming to the sideline as we're under 30. Ball still loose down low. And here we go, final 3 seconds. Somerset will win. They are 2-0, a convincing 7-0 win over the Hilltoppers. They have not allowed a goal in two games so far. Durfee drops to 1-1. Tough morning for the varsity squad. Definitely some work to do. Some early growing pains here against a tough opponent. But I'm sure the next time we see them, things will be straightened out a bit. That's for sure. Always fun, though. Great to get a first look at a team. We haven't seen them yet. Early in the year, we'll be seeing them again soon as they huddle up and chat here post-game. Folks, thanks for tuning in our first week of coverage here in the new school year. We will see you Tuesday night from right back here at Mac Aldridge Field for girls soccer as the Bridgewater Raynham Trojans come to town. Gary Leet running camera this morning up on the roof. Great to be with you. Final score one more time. 7-0, Somerset takes it over the Hilltoppers. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.